back to Music Game. I am your lovely host, Muzamel. Today I have some exciting news for you guys in episode 4. Starting off with world news, Spanish police found 13 tons of banned chemicals, including possible chemical weapons going to Russia. The police arrested 4 members of an organized crime group. They apparently smuggled chemicals to Russia. The statement did not identify the chemicals. It just said they had been seized. Authorities found them in a container at the Barcelona port and arrested 4 suspects in 4 different Spanish towns. Next up, we have some important national news. Kamala Harris is feverishly chasing undecided voters in the final stretch of the presidential campaign. Millions of people in battleground states are being served ads on Facebook and Instagram from an obscure page calling itself the Daily Scroll. The campaign has spent more than $2 million on the Daily Scroll to promote an ABC News story about slowing inflation. Another story about Vice President Kamala Harris on Wednesday hammered former President Donald Trump as thin-skinned and a threat to U.S. democracy, and in a combative interview with Fox News, Harris did not directly respond to a question about how many undocumented immigrants were released into the country, instead panning Trump for opposing a bipartisan plan that would have beefed up border security. Next up, we got local news. For local news, a new Top Golf will open its first facility in Sacramento with a new 58,000 square foot venue located in South Thomaston. This new sports entertainment complex is expected to create more than 250 new jobs and generate approximately $15 million in economic growth for the community. Next up, our local news. For local news, a new Topgolf will open its first facility in Sacramento with a new 58,000 square foot venue located in South Thomas. This new sports entertainment complex is expected to create more than 250 new jobs and generate approximately $15 million in economic growth for the community. Next, with our local news, the Handel's homemade ice cream announced it has now reopened 2 months after a arson fire shutdown. Next up, we have MP3 News. Don't forget to dress up on all days for Spirit Week. For the Hoku game, tickets cost $5 for guests and $3 for participants at the door. On October 23rd for the Hoku dance, there will be pre-sold tickets sold at lunch beginning October 21st, Friday, October 25th for $15, and at the door it will be $18. Doors open at 7 o'clock and close at 7:45. The dance ends at 10 p.m. Homecoming guest passes are due this Friday, 10/18. There will be no exceptions for late guest passes. Turn them into Hambree's room C3 or the front office. And lastly, don't forget to welcome the new German students. This episode's unique segment, I call it Muzi's Questions.
How am I supposed to?
What's your design and why should we vote for it?
You should vote for my design because it's a classic pullover hoodie, and it's a really good one.
Thank you. What's your design and why should we vote for it?
It's a red like sweater, or I mean like a hoodie with like MP3 on it, and then on the back. So it's gonna say MP3 on top and then 28, like class of 28, you know? Yeah, that's the design.
Thank you, sir. What's your sweater design? Why should we vote for it?
This is our sweater design. I think you should vote for it because we use like really interesting fonts We even have like a little anchor right here. And then in the back, we kind of went for like a jersey style. So we put like pirates and then like our number 28 because that's when we're graduating. So I feel like, yeah, it shows like our piratey vibe. So that's why you should pick our jersey, our hoodie.
What's your sweater design? Why should we vote for it?
Alright, so my sweater design, as you can see right here, it's MP3 on the top right of the sweater. And right here later on, we're gonna show some logos that represent us. In the back, it's class of 2028 Pirates. Then below here, we're gonna have all the names of all our fellow classmates.
Thank you, sir.
It's very good.
That is it for this week's episode produced by Music Game. Tune in next week for the next episode of PNN produced by Dalmatians Museum.